Hello, and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. My name is Cilla. I thought tonight I would just kind of go around the room and show you what I'm working on currently, what I've purchased recently, and just chat because my brain is just all over the place and I need to be doing some videos for 30 days of sketches. I'm just not, my brain's not there. So I thought I would do this, post it at the end of this month, and then I'll be ready. I'll be there. I'm just tired right now. I don't typically get to come up in my room after work, but today I'm up here, and as I was, kind of moving some things around, I thought, you know what? Why don't we just talk about it? So, I got a new desk. We purchased this desk back in June. I think it was June last year, and we just didn't assemble it. So we finally assembled it, and it gives me so much more space. So much more space. I love that. But it's a little bit like when you earn more money, you spend more money. Well, you get a bigger desk, you use more space. That's how it's turning out in my life. So we're going to get a little closer, a little more intimate about what I'm doing and what I'm working on, and some things that I purchased recently. So my challenge right now is that I'm going to step back just a second so we can get a little wider view. I like having things handy. I do. I'm truly a person who believes and practices out of sight, out of mind. And I love having my tools at the ready. But it's kind of getting on my nerves to have all of that visual clutter. So that's probably what I'm going to be working on next, is to reduce that visual clutter right there. Because before I could see the paper way back there behind. So this obviously is tools. I had used it in Alabama, discarded it up here. Once I got this desk, I pulled it back out. Guess what? It's going away again. It's just so big. I yeah, I can't dedicate that much desk space to it. So I've tried it and it's a no-go. Um, I thought I ran across, well, I'm not going to say I ran across, as I was looking at my plethora of rulers. Who needs that many rulers? No one. But I do. I keep them and use them all. Anyway, this little caddy, um, this is what I'm currently using to store my scraps from 30 days of sketches, because we've talked about this before. When I'm working on a project, um, or a kit, I typically keep all of my scraps until I get to the end of that project or that kit, and then I make decisions about them. So this is leftovers of what I've been working with for 30 days of sketches. And let me show you this real quick. I'm really proud of this. These little mat stacks, I'm using them. And it helps to have them here so handy. So I just got 3 out that are kind of a general color scheme, and I'm using them. It helps. I'm not having to cut down a whole 12 by 12 piece of paper to make mats. I'm just using those. So I'm proud of that. This little tray I got at Target simply because I think it's cute. And this right here, I completely I shamed Teresa into making that for me, because she made them for a swap we did in Love RTS, and I loved them. I loved how she made those paper clips and would not stop talking about it. And she finally, just to make me shut up, made me one. That's not how it really happened, but I love it. I love it. So, um, typically, things like that that a friend has made for me, I want to put them on something special. I will use it, but I wanted to put it on something special. Okay, let's back out of that a little bit. And this little bowl here is just when I work through a kit, that's some of the die cuts that were left over. Now let's just ease our way to here. This is as bad as redneck as it gets, but it works. I hang my most recent page map sketches here so that I can always see them. And do you see this? It's a hook and a binder clip. So it's a magnetic hook and a binder clip. I'm telling you, it's redneck, but it works. So these are, now this is from Creative Memories, and it holds my photos that I already have printed. And then I have some up here that I've most recently worked with, and they're leftovers. So now let's back out some more. We have this thing. This, have you ever heard Jeannie Linguini talk about her bash kit? Well, this is not a bash kit because it is so bloomin' full, and it's big. It's one of those things that everybody was getting from IKEA there for a bit. And I just keep throwing stuff in it that, when I'm purging and cleansing and I'm going through things and I'm like, oh, I want to use that. Boop, it goes in here. So these are scraps that I'm not ready to part with. Here is a sticker sheet back here that I'm not ready to part with. I think I can use this stuff. And I think I'm lying to myself. Sherry gave me these. We did a yellow swap, and she did these for me, and I love using them. Sometimes it's just the perfect thing to add. So, yeah, I lie to myself. Now, let's go to the front, and let's talk about this. I just recently bought this at Tuesday morning, and I specifically wanted something that I could put some 6x6 paper pads in to keep them handy. Now, in the dark room in there, that's where the rest of my 6x6 paper pads are. I just recently went through them and downsized quite a bit because I shamed myself when I realized I had over 100 6x6 paper pads. I want to, not like a strong focus, but I do want to focus more on using these small paper pads. That's why up there I have the matte stacks, and that's why I wanted to incorporate these. So these are not going to stay on my desk. I just set this up today, and I have some loose papers that I need to make some decisions about. But at any rate, this is something that I want to focus on this year. Like I said, not a strong focus, but it is something I want to focus on. And this is a divider for records. Now, when I was in the Jennifer Maker organization Facebook group, I saw somebody use these. And I thought, you know how sometimes you see a thing and you think, yep, that's what I've been looking for. And let me tell you why. Now, I'm going to turn around slowly because I don't want to make you sick. But I have been using these more frosted, right here, these frosted dividers for years. I've been using these for years. I bought them from Cropper Hopper. I bought them from Totally Tiffany. And they worked until my eyesight started changing. And I would be looking for the divider section that tells me where this stops and this starts, and I couldn't find it until I felt it. So I'm not going blind, but it is a thing because I am a woman of a certain age. But these white ones, look at, I can see them. And I was just like, yes, yes, this is what I've been wanting. I've been needing this. They are a little pricey. They're about $1 per piece. So it came in a pack of, I'm sorry, I turned too soon. I hope you didn't puke. I slow my roll. They are about $1 a piece. They come in a pack of 24, I do believe. I'm going to bend down and get the cover out of the trash. This is the one, it's 25 dividers, I'm sorry. So this is the pack, what I got. If you're interested, I'll throw that back in the trash. And I'm very, very happy with them. I've used almost all of them. So I have a few left. I'll just store them in my little closet for a later date. I'm going to mount my phone and then we're going to go through the hip kit that I just received. Okay, this is the most recent hip kit. Just got it today. It comes with this stamp set. This is the basic kit. There's no additional thingy bobs. This is the ephemera. Oh, there's no pictures on the back. You're gonna have to use your imagination a little bit. This is vellum. There's a tag and some sprigs. These frames just, this has my heart. I love these. I love these frames. And I want to use those pretty soon. And this really cute, puffy alphabet. Now, the papers are so cute. Just so cute. So I've got them turned up currently the way that I think I will use them. But I will show you both sides. So here's the side that I believe that I will use. But I really like this one too. And it's called You Have a Heart, or You Have My Heart. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to use that side. I need to make a decision. This is called Thrifting with You. And it is a wood grain that has this doily looking border. And this wonky dot. I really like this. Now, when I saw this paper, I'm not a fake knit person. That it doesn't turn me on. But when I saw this paper, I immediately thought I would cut this heart out. And at first I thought I would just keep the background and cut the interior of the heart out and then do something behind it. And Dorothy of Scrapbooking Quebec just recently did a video that she had these strips behind the heart. It's beautiful. It's a very much a statement layout. But I was thinking I would do the interior of the heart out and then roughing up the edges and then have that stitch around it. I think that would be so cute. That was my initial thought. And then I thought I can handle this as maybe a border if I cut this heart out and did something with it out. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to go. I'm not sure. But this is the reverse. And as you can tell, I'm pretty much sold on the heart. This is so pretty. It's called it's called Oh So Pretty. That was purely by coincidence. I really, really love this. I love that. I love because it's muted and it's not just this dark black. It's the gray tone and I love it. I love that. Can't say enough about it. So here we have this kind of chevron pattern with hearts and dots. Super cute. I love the text side. I love this side. I don't know which, this may be a half and a half. I may have to use both sides. Super cute frames. And this is called It's Totally Wild. And this is not my vibe. So I will probably use the frames. I like these big polka dots. This one's called Hugs Are Free. I like these big polka dots. But this is another one that I really like this side too. So this is another one that it may just be half and half. I like this grid. I love the outline of the floral around the grid. And I like the chevron. This one's called Everyday Memories, but I really believe I'll use the grid. This geometric is, I'm not normally a geometric person, but I really like the intricate design of this geometric. It's called Can't Get Enough. Beautiful purple. And I like that design, but I don't use these very often. So I'm really going to, I like this design. I think I'm going to push myself to use this one. This one is beautiful on both sides. It's called A Stitch in Time. Now, this is tone on tone, but these images look like embroidery, like they've been embroidered. I like that as a background piece too, so I'm not sure which one I'll use. Now, I saved the best for the last because this one's called Send Her Flowers. This ties the whole collection together. So let's just put that over here and I'll show you how this ties it all together. I love this. But what makes my heart just skip a beat, and before we get there, I'm going to show you this side. This is super cute. I wish I had a couple of these because I want this whole piece. I want this whole piece. I want this, like 20 of them. This is so cute. And the name of it is All It Takes Is Love. But these two together, holy moly cannoli. I love this. I love this. So let me show you what else. Now, I had taken this out of my spring and summer collection. It's 5th and Monaco. It is old. It is from like, I want to say like 2019. Yeah, 2019. And I have a lot of it left. Not only did I have a good bit of this that I'd gotten from the scrap room, but I also bought a paper pad, as you can see here, that I want to say from Michael's. That wasn't called 5th and Monaco, but it was obviously the papers from that collection. So I was looking at this and I had pulled this out and I thought, you know what? These will work together. These will work together. So let's investigate and just see. So look at that. You see what I'm seeing? Now this brings in red and darker greens, and there's not the blue, but it's not completely out of bounds to have the blue. So it's not a perfect match, but it is usable. It will work together. That's actually really cute. That's actually really cute. So I'm going to kind of use out of my 5th and Monaco what I can that will work with this kit and just play. Just play. I'm a little tired of kind of overthinking things because that's what I tend to do, is overthink. And I was driving home from work and was thinking about, I know I personally use this hobby as a stress relief and it helps my mental health. But something that works against my mental health is stressing out about trying to have things just so, and trying to keep up with what's going on in the industry and what's going on with everybody else and who's doing this and how many challenges are out there. So when I'm needing that stress relief, I personally have to lay all of that down. I have to lay it to rest and just play. And that's where I am right now. I'm needing some time to just play and not think about anything. And on the reverse side of that, my room, because it's small and I have so much product, could be very overwhelming. And what helps me to combat that feeling of overwhelm is that I use challenges to streamline my product. So it gives me fewer choices in front of me, and I just kind of put blinders on and I focus on what's in front of me, what project I'm working on right now, what challenge I'm working on, and ignore everything else. I'll tell you who I learned that from. Um, I learned that from Dorothy from Scrapbooking Quebec. She is a genius at every single month. If I'm telling you, you need to watch those videos. Every single month, at the beginning of the month, she lays out what kits she's going to use, and she plays with just those kits all month. And then she packs everything back up. She just recently did a video showing how she tidied up her kits so that she could store them. Light bulb moments. Light bulb moments for me. So I've learned how to just ignore everything else so that having so much stuff doesn't overwhelm me. Like I said, this video is all over the place. I've talked about a lot of topics and it's just a hodgepodge of stuff, but tonight this is where I am. This is just a tired brain, wanting to be in my space, wanting to be surrounded with my supplies, and just piddle and figure things out at my pace. I'm not in a rush. I'm just doing it slowly, moving one thing here, moving it there. If it doesn't feel good and I don't like it, then I don't leave it. I'm just happy to be in my space tonight. So thank you for listening and for being here, for joining me. If there's anything that I've shared that has helped you or made you think differently or has given you an idea, I'd love to hear about it. And I'd love for you to share your ideas with me about how to keep things accessible but not having visual clutter. That's my challenge. I really would love to hear some ideas about that. So I will say good night, and I will thank you again for being here. We will chat again soon. Bye-bye.